All right. We are live.
Oh
Well, not live
shit!
exactly, but like we're live and ready to talk about this fucking this
This fucking game,
enigma, not just games, plural.
the whole series, huh?
Yeah, I think we might as well just talk about the whole thing at this point,
Yeah, why
or
not?
at least the
I'm down.
ones that we've played.
Yeah, because we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about one. First and foremost, for the people watching and or listening to this or whatever the fuck I'm gonna do with with this after we're done.
We'll find
Um,
out.
yeah, there's a bit of production value in the pictures. Yeah, I made that shit. It took all
Yeah,
of maybe a day,
some
and
sick edits, man.
yeah, it's not that bad. Yours took literally zero effort,
Yeah, you just literally put glasses on.
and that's it. Mine's
Good
was
enough.
ridiculous because
I hit a lot.
there's no real characters with beards except for one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's our man Brojiro. So I had to like edit it so it doesn't look like an old man with long hair, and I
Yeah,
had to make the beard thicker. But it turned out okay. It turned out okay.
not bad, not bad, not bad.
Yeah. It did. I did some work, but it looks okay, and I'm actually just using this for like a majority of my shit now.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's start with we'll start with Persona 5 since that's the aesthetic.
All right.
Let's just go with like an overall how we felt about the game now that Royal is out into the winds, and we have both finished the game. Just
Mm-hmm.
like a general like feeling overall of like the entirety of Persona 5 now that it's done.
Okay.
All right, you go first. You may cut out disclaimer for people listening to my end because I'm recording the audio.
Yeah, we're not doing the double thing.
It would have been preferred because we'd have clean audio, but it's whatever. We'll deal with it. So you go first.
Um, I mean, like aesthetically, it is my favorite one. But probably my favorite Persona so far. Like
Okay.
three comes super close.
3 is really good.
It's crazy good. But yeah, Persona 5 is like probably my favorite. Um, I don't know what else to say.
Like what were your overall like opinions of the game? Like do you just is it just like
Oh, I mean, like combat wise, like obviously it's the best
yeah,
one because it's the latest entry. They just had the most time to
yeah,
like
most effort and
refine what
shit.
they had. Story wise, it's there's problems, man. There's so many problems.
I mean,
Like
I
every
yeah,
yeah,
continue. Like
uh, like almost every confidant is like you solve the problems with the magic, right? Like they don't always themselves like with you helping them. It's
yeah.
like, oh, I did the magic thing and now everything is fine.
Yeah, you just kind of okay, we're gonna kind of delve into like what I dislike about the series and the
Hmm.
confidences and like the social like stuff. And my
Yeah,
biggest thing is that you kind of have to cater to that particular character in order to like do well in the confidant. Like you can
I mean
like
that's every single social
yes, that's
link
this is my
in the
overall
series.
problem with the with that. It's just it's like you can't really answer like honestly.
Yeah,
You have to kind of be like, oh right, I gotta like say yes or go with your line of thinking, even if it's like not the right way to go about it. Like they end up like learning a lesson or figuring out their problem later, but
right.
it's like you could have gotten this solution much earlier. It's just like my overall dislike about that. But
Hmm.
aside from that, like I do agree with you with Persona 5s. I feel like yeah, their confidants are very like geared towards f- find the magical thing that solves the problem and you're done with the
Yeah,
confidant.
that's it. And it's like, oh,
Oh,
all right.
it's not even really like a thing, it's a person, a specific person. because at some
Yeah.
point you have to deal with somebody.
And it's super obvious.
Yes, it's super
At le-
obvious from the get go
at-
who you have to deal with. And just
No,
like,
not
you
only-
could have just given me the fucking name like earlier, and
Not,
this
not
whole
only,
thing would be done.
not only, like, it's super obvious that you're a fucking Phantom, that you're the Phantom Thieves. Because you ask for the name, and then suddenly the problem is solved, and then they'll at least a confidant is like, oh, so you're a Phantom Thief, right? All right, cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, to be
At
fair,
At
to be
least
fair,
they're not
yeah.
fucking blind.
Yeah, it makes the characters at least understand. Like, all right, you have to be a part of them, or you have to be at least related to them
Yeah,
to really be
like,
able to pull this kind of thing off.
magic bullshit.
Yeah, but that's Personas, all right. You know, the game is like not flawless, but like really, really, really good. So like, if that is the only slight that we, or if that is one of the few slights we have, that's fine.
I'll think of some later on, but yeah, no, like right now,
Yeah, like
yeah, I have a few problems with it, but
yeah, like I guess like we can kind of go through, and then as we go, we'll figure out like more or less the shit we dislike. But
Yeah.
it's very few. Like I have very few complaints about just Persona 5's like stuff in general. Like if I were to give like a whole like reasoning as to where I place Persona 5, I do place it as probably my favorite Persona game. Mainly because of just like you said before, the just general improvements to like most of the aspects of the game, like the combat and shit. Also,
Yeah.
I think the story, it lands somewhere in between, like, it's definitely one of the better ones. In my opinion, is better than 4. Like, it's better.
4's was solid,
It was solid,
like-
but I do prefer 5's over 4.
and Culprit is the best villain in all of Persona. Period.
Yes, but I do have to give Persona 5's like a really close second. Especially the final villain. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to hit this end.
Okay. Yeah.
We can get to that later, though.
Fine. Okay, should we have a full disclaimer?
Oh yeah, this is super
Spoiler
spoilers.
section.
Super spoilery.
Okay, so we can just fucking say everything.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, I will do Google spoilery, but I want to have like at least some organization into this shit, so we can.
Okay,
we should
so-
just like when we get to that like ending area, we'll get to there. But I do
Okay,
think.
we'll have a spoiler section
Yeah.
later.
But to go back a bit, I do think
Yeah.
P3 probably, in my opinion, has the better story.
Yes,
I
it's
enjoy
the
it better.
type- It, in terms of,
Yeah,
I think how it tells the story, or how it builds
yeah.
on its themes.
Also, I just think that what happens to the main character is the
Oh,
most.
it is-
It's the most depressing, but it's like
It's the most
understandable.
fitting ending. It's the most fitting ending
Yeah,
out of
like-
all of them.
It's like
Easily.
this is the one Persona game where the main character like doesn't make it through, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
And, unless you count 2, but I didn't really play through all of 2, but I know
Yeah,
I know the endings, and that's got some weird time bullshit.
All I know is like the fucking final villain. And I'm like, all right, I guess.
Oh my god!
I guess that's a villain,
All right,
man.
in one game,
Sure.
the final villain is, or like one of the villains is just fucking Hitler. All right,
It's just Hitler,
Cool.
man.
Nazis
I
came
guess.
back, but it is the shadow of the population that is Hitler. All right,
Sure, man. That's cool, I guess.
and P1 is whatever ending you get is your villain, because there's
Yeah.
like a few different ones.
Yeah, it has some.
So like
some
I don't think we're really gonna be including the older ones as much.
Mm-mm.
But
No, neither of us have played it anyway, so.
yeah, like I played a bit of 2, specifically Innocent. No, it's Innocent. Yeah, Innocent Sin. That's the one with the female on the cover, I think.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
played a
that's-
bit. I played a good chunk of that, but I didn't make it through.
Mhm.
And I watched retrospectives for the endings and like the stories of both the original ones.
Okay.
So at least I have an idea of like the story.
Right.
But if I had to like put a thing on it, the best one is 3, and then like a close second is 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4, and then the others, and then the older ones. But yeah, 5 is really good though. If
Oh,
I
yeah.
did have to highlight a dislike, is that fuck. You kind of nailed it with the confidants.
Yeah,
Confidence was a big thing for me that I disliked.
like
But
they're cool. They're cool, and they all have like pretty interesting stories.
mm,
And then you get to the point where it's like, oh, now I have to magically solve the problems.
yeah,
All right.
because it sucks because like I'm not expecting realism from like
A Persona
an
game.
anime like video game, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah.
in the way that they like portray the characters, and the way that they the characters feel very human a lot of the times, and then just
Yeah.
to see that like one moment, I was like, oh, this is super gamey. All right,
Mhm.
we'll go through the magical story MacGuffin to fix the problem.
Like I guess.
Yeah, it's just honestly though, it's great. I like what they did with it. So let's go deeper into like P5,
Sure.
and let's look at like some of the stuff from the base game, and then we'll go with the royal stuff and like what they added. So base P5, fucking amazing. Came at the right time in my life
Oh yeah.
where I needed P5, and
Okay.
delivered. I did 2 or 3 playthroughs just to make sure I saw as much as I could. Also, really love the customization for personas. You can basically make
Yeah.
whatever persona you fucking want.
Oh, it's easily the best one.
A lot of free.
In terms of that, yeah. And then amps that up somehow.
Yeah. But I think like compared to the like the older series, putting the guns back was really needed because it just
Oh,
mixed
yeah.
up the variety.
Yeah, it also they brought it back, but it also did give the P5 crew like their own kind of vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives
was
like
cool with
it's a way to like add a little bit of extra character, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like main character uses knives and pistols.
Like
And,
very
like-
very finesse weapons, very
Yeah.
like precise.
Yeah, and then
Um,
like you have Ryuji, somebody who's fucking loud and obnoxious. He's got blunt weapons and a fucking shotgun.
Shotgun. Yeah, just
And then you get like but then you get also like the opposite like for characters. You get like Haru, who's got an axe and a grenade launcher, 2 like incredibly like vicious
Destructive
weapons, and
weapons,
she's
yeah.
like the most adorable like tiny little snowflake you could imagine.
yeah, and then you get like Yusuke with
He's got the elegant stuff.
yeah,
Unless
the
you count-
katana and
yeah.
the assault rifle.
I mean, I don't know how much you would count as an assault rifle as
Uh,
elegant, but
I could see as like precise,
mm,
especially because when he uses it, he never like goes full auto. He only ever does burst fire,
oh
like
yeah,
very short bursts, right? So
yeah, he goes yeah, that makes
he's
sense.
very precise as well.
Makes sense. Now that I see it that way, I always just thought it was like, it's a little out of place, but I figured that they needed to give him something.
Yeah.
Also, fucking, okay, we gotta kind of get this out of the way. Are we gonna call Kasumi Kasumi or Sumire?
I mean, you already spoiled the
I
big
know,
ass
but
thing.
we did do a
So
spoiler
we-
disclaimer.
So we're kind of here now, so fuck it, Sumire.
So Sumire, okay. I
Yeah.
kind of like Sumire's like weapons. Oh,
Oh,
she had a fucking lever action
Oh,
rifle.
I love lever action rifles.
And
So
then-
I saw that and like,
And it was smart to
Girl.
give her a rapier, because
Oh.
elegance.
yeah, once again,
Like
yeah.
everybody's got like a theme in their stuff, so I appreciate that. Fucking Makoto with the revolver and
The revolver and fist.
fists.
That one's great.
Yeah. Akechi, fucking laser gun, and lightsabers.
And so yeah, like before he becomes before you know him as Black Mask, he has like the lightsaber and the ray gun, and it's supposed to represent like how he sees it as like a game.
Yeah,
Like with,
that's interesting.
Okay.
I never really thought of. I just thought it was weird. And then,
yeah, right.
would you still technically call the weapons he uses as the Black Mask,
That-
the laser stuff? Because that's what it's classified as in the game.
Yeah, like mechanics wise, or not mechanics, but like when you go right down to the code, that's just
Yeah.
how it is. It's more
Yeah.
work to change it. So like it's fine. That's not.
Yeah, and then
But
then you got like on, and I don't know how the fuck you want to
On.
pronounce it.
No,
On.
the color. in the
Yeah.
game. So yeah, yeah, she has the SMG and the whip.
Yeah. Which is, like, it makes sense for her character, but, like, I don't really see the correlation. Like, the whip
Yeah,
makes sense because she's kind of, like, got that I'm the dominating, like, sex appeal character, you know? Like,
yeah,
I'm the strength and beauty kind of thing. And I guess the SMG is more just, like, it's a small package, but it's, like, and it's kind of, like,
there's a
unassuming,
lot.
but
Yeah,
it is destructive because that's how SMGs are.
yeah, yeah. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, but I bet people listening to this or watching this are the last thing they'd be expecting is the thematic relevance of characters' weapons.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Hey, man, it all makes sense.
Yeah, so it's interesting what they did. Add a little bit of flair to the characters.
Hmm.
Also, battles just feel nice with baton pass and all that shit.
Oh, but Tom Pass is fucking
Fucking
it
amazing.
feels really good. It's your team,
Yeah,
which I liked a lot.
and it's like in P5 base game they didn't really lean too hard into the new stuff. Like baton pass, it just felt more like it was there, but like super exploitable.
Yeah, because like
That's what
yeah,
it felt like to me.
because in the base game, like to put Tom Pass, you had to have their social link, right?
Yeah.
At least start it. So characters where you can't really start their link until like
Yeah,
after they're
like it felt super weird when I was playing through the game and I wanted to use a new character, but like it didn't. They didn't have baton pass. So I was just like, well, they're not really super optimized with my party right now.
yeah, like it feels like kind of bad to use them.
Yeah, because
It's
you're
like
just kind of like,
your character. I want to use this character, but like, oh, but you can't baton pass, so I can't. Like freedom that they
yeah,
had just stops flat.
yeah. So you kind of just like you kind of get that freedom, then you lose it, and then you get it back, and then you lose it, and then you get it back.
Yeah,
You have this weird cycle, or you just either use the characters you know have baton pass until the other characters you want get it.
yeah, and it didn't feel good.
Yeah, and most of the times, like if you want to do the game as optimally as possible, you got to finish the dungeon in like one day.
Yeah,
So
and
like,
yeah,
yeah,
impossible.
so so most likely you won't end up using that new character until the next dungeon,
Yeah,
or you decide to do a bunch of your social shit first before going into the dungeon.
yeah, and it's well,
It's
like,
like
and also for some characters, like you can't start the social link until you
yeah.
finish the entire, not just the dungeon, but the fucking month, the entire
Yeah.
like section.
Yeah, like you won't be able to do anything after that. So it's like it felt weird.
Hmm.
Keyword felt, because
Yeah.
P5R fixed so much shit.
Oh boy, did it!
Yeah, it was just right off
Well-
the bat when I first started playing the game, and they're just like, "Hey, yo, baton pass wherever you want,
Immediately,
whenever
it's
you
like-
want." I'm like,
Christ.
"For real?"
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. I loved it. So fun. Yeah. And then you get like, okay, in the base game, like technical hits weren't really that like you could do them, but like they didn't. I wouldn't say they didn't give you much. They just kind of like,
It was there.
It was
a
there.
mechanic.
and then
It's a mechanic you could use, but like you're better off just finding weaknesses.
yeah, just doing the
Sorry,
OG
Bob.
strat of weakness and all out attack, classic Persona strats. And then P5R comes out and it's just like, yo,
They buffed it so hard.
You need these to be able to even attempt to do them, all out attacks.
Yeah, because like, you just run into enemies where they don't have weaknesses.
Yeah.
and it's-
But it was
But
super
they're all-
nice. It was super nice
super
because it
vulnerable.
like it made the dungeons, in my opinion, it made them last a little bit longer because like you had to spend longer in some of the fights.
Yeah.
But where one of the big problems that lies for me is that when you're just trying to get through the dungeon and you know the area, and you're just like, I don't want to fight these guys with no weaknesses because I just want to get through these battles quick,
Yeah.
and you're not over leveled enough to like just straight plow through them. So you have to sit there and deal with the encounter, or you just skip it.
Yeah. It depends on how you skip it, yeah.
But thankfully, Mementos has been buffed to every living shit in P5R.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Fuck, I didn't even find all of the stupid stickers, but I had 200% EXP boost, and like
Like
the
money
max
is.
is money. The money is max. The EXP's boot, like EXP boost is maxed, and then the items I was getting 4 item drops every time I ran into stuff. So I was
Yeah.
already like fine with where I was at, and like
Like
every time I was going into mementos, I was just plowing through things and getting like levels every 10 minutes.
getting levels and hella cash.
Yeah, like I had no problems with money and no problems with. I was over leveled for the final fight.
Oh yeah.
I think like the recommended level for the final fight in P5R was like 85. I was like 90 something, 92, 93.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it was like, yeah, I was in like the low 90s range as well. Even then, like that fight.
That fight was really good. Yeah, it was really rough. I'm not gonna lie, that fight was a bit of a slog, emotionally and mentally,
Oh god, yeah.
because it was. It's been a while since I fought a video game. Like I played in a video game where I'm like, I don't want to beat this guy up. Like, he's not bad. He's just misguided, which is the worst kind of villain to have because you feel sympathy for them.
I wouldn't even say misguided because he knows exactly what he's doing and exactly what it means, but he's going to do it anyway because he knows it's right. It's not that he thinks right; he knows. He knows it's the right thing to do, no matter what.
Yeah, but in like actuality though, it's not the right
It's
thing
like,
to do.
how about let's not do that? How about let's not bend reality?
Let's not like fuck with the entire world, you know, and just distort the world to everybody's will.
Mm-hmm.
But
I give all that power into one man.
oh fuck, that was nuts. That whole fight was just nuts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's like you could feel the dude doesn't want to give up because there's like 5 fucking fights that happen. And you're just like, just stop. We've beat you like 10 times already.
Okay,
and
like
just
two are like cutscene fights. So.
Oh yeah, obviously. But it's more of like the symbolism of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like you fight this guy like 5 times and he just doesn't want to fucking give up, you know?
Mm.
And well, speaking of, I guess we kind of delved a bit into the spoilers, but this third semester in P5R is super good.
Oh, it was great.
Super great. Because in the beginning I was just like, oh, they're just gonna give the main character like a super happy ending. And then like we're gonna go into the third semester and we're gonna be like helping out Samire and it's gonna be all fun times. Nope, it was the furthest thing from the truth. I was when it hit that everything was going a little too right.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that was just like, what the fuck. It tripped me out so hard because the entire time it was happening I was just like, oh god, this is weird. This is weird. And it's like, and you have you have to like a week to try to convince your friends, yo, stop living in a damn dream.
Yeah, I mean, it was really easy to do that though.
Yeah, you just walk up to them. Yeah.
Then they're like, shit, he's right.
Yeah, they're just like, wait, something happened, didn't it? And it's just like, yes.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Hey, my mom is back. It's like, really though? Really?
Is she though?
And then they're just like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, wait.
Like, come on,
wait, I remember something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. 100% great. I think I liked the ending of it more than the build-up. Or, like, every time I was in the dungeon, it was great. Every time I was out of the dungeon, I was like, it's okay. It serves to, like, boost the dungeon.
Because it's also just, like, more of, like, the same, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I get it. Not much you could really change.
Yeah, but definitely, like, the whole thing with Samire was great. That whole, like, mistaken identity. And the very ability of the main villain is, like...
Oh, yeah.
Just,
like, before he has, like, all the big... like his power-up at the very end, he still had it to a degree.
Yeah, but his was like, it was like very limited to like one person, or like you could do it like one person at a time. You can't just do it to like everybody.
And even then, it was an accident.
Yeah,
And what was happening?
but it's interesting because like as I go through it and think back on it now, I'm just like, it's fucked up. But I feel like a lot of people would actually really prefer that kind of reality.
Oh yeah, because it's yeah, dude. Because like it's okay. Let's be real. It's also easy.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean offense to anyone who wants that, but like I don't blame anyone for wanting to.
No, like the entire time I was just like, fuck. Like, I completely understand why somebody would do this.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks, but like, I think it's because of the way I grew up and like my life just kind of like tells me, yeah, sure, that'd be really comfortable to live in, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because if I chose that kind of life, that would mean like forgetting all of the shit that I went through.
Yeah.
And that's why like I think a lot of the last semester kind of resonated super hard for me, is because like I've been through shit. A lot of people been through shit, and to just like, yo, to just take away that feeling of like the pain that I've dealt with, to me it feels like a bit of a slap in the face, because it's just like, well, you want to take away that shit that I dealt with, that means I'm gonna forget about all of those experiences I had, and I'm not gonna learn nothing as a person, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just like, it resonated super hard. So that's why I was just like going through it. I was just like, no, I want to agree with you, fucking no, because I would hate living in that kind of life, you know?
Yeah. It would suck ass.
But 100%, like I do see why people would take that. It's
Super
just to have
understandable.
your like life not be dictated, but like whatever dream you want just happens with no issues, no pain, no struggle, whatever. Yeah, that's a thing I think a lot of people would definitely go for.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting like ideal to put in a villain. It's like, do you remember with the fucking Thanos in the first time he was like brought in, where he's just like, I just want to like delete 50% of the population of the universe. And it's like completely random, unbiased.
Is there? Yeah.
And you're just like, well, shit. Like, I'm to this day still like, you know what? That's not a bad. That's not that bad. You're not killing everybody. Sure, it's a shame that people have to die, but well, shit, man. If you got picked, you got picked. It's all random. And theoretically, it showed in the next movie that it was working and it was doing stuff. It was doing good shit. So it's not like it's like, sure, it's a shitty thing to think about. But at the end of the day, it's like choosing between like that fucking the rail car thing where you have to choose to kill one person or kill like 5.
Yeah.
There's no right answer for that. You're just like, all right, either way you still look like an asshole. You pick the one person, you're just like, well, shit, that's one person. Why'd you let 5 people die? And then you pick the 5 people. It's like, why couldn't everybody live, you know? There's like no fucking real solution to that shit. But yo, you can tell that this fucking thing hit me super hard when I was going through it.
That being said, like killing half the population, it actually doesn't work like that. Like I don't exactly remember what it is, but people have like, essays out there where it's like, no, that actually, like theoretically sure, but it won't always pan out like that.
Well, it's hard to say, you know, because like it hasn't actually happened.
Yeah.
I think the closest thing we can look at, like maybe, is the whole thing with this current pandemic, and that less people are out, and then like the Earth's natural resources have just been like healing better than when majority of the population is out.
Oh, I mean, like,
but that's a more ecological thing, and
Okay.
everybody on the Earth is still technically alive.
oh no, here's the thing though, because pollution is still like more or less the same despite the less people using cars and stuff. Times 99% or so of the world's pollution is in the industrial sector, not people. So like,
But there are cases of like the ozone layer. I think at this point now it's like almost completely healed up.
I don't know if it's completely healed up. I actually haven't heard about that.
I do remember it'd take a while to like find the particular like articles, but I do remember reading about it. So I'd say take this with like a grain of salt for anybody like listening and wants to make like an inquiry into this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong 100%. If I'm right, then I'm right. But I do remember seeing reports that like certain things are doing better for like in an ecological standpoint, not like an economy wise, everything's going to shit. So...
Oh no, it is fucked to shit.
Oh yeah, it's super fucked up, and it's only gonna be fucked for like another few years. Because who would have thought taking like a month, maybe 2 months, without a lot of jobs not working, it would really damage the economy, right?
Oh god, yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm an essential worker, so I'm doing okay out here.
Hey man,
Government's helping you out.
You know, government, it's pretty dope. Canada's doing pretty dope.
Yep.
I mean, not, but like, you know.
Yeah, but I have a feeling it's once this is over, it's like, hey guys, you know those taxes that you pay? We're just gonna hike the shit out of them.
Oh, yeah.
To make up for all of the money we spent.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm just gonna like, oh, fuck that. Build up your savings right now while you can.
Mm-hmm.
So when they do that, you have that cushion. But yeah, let's jump back into Persona. Instead of like real world shit, let's go to like...
Anyway, so Persona, right?
Yes, Persona. So I devised a few ideas that I think would be random and weird to discuss. One of which is, I saw a video of a few people taking a look at the females in Persona 5 and which would be like the best mothers. So I want to take that idea but expand on that super hard with most of the characters and be like, which would be the ideal parent. And I think that based off of what we know from them,
Makoto probably. She's like the only one that's actually responsible.
It is true because she did lose. She has that whole thing where like she lost her dad and the sisters kind of had to take care of themselves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they have the responsibility angle, but I think the biggest problem is she doesn't really have too much real world experience. But I'm assuming that'll change over time. Because I think that's all she really needs.
Like at the end of the game, she's literally moving out by herself. Live in an apartment, I think.
With Haru, I think. I think the two of them, which was kind of funny to me, where it's just like the two of them are like, yeah, we're moving out, we're finding a place. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, so basically, I think Haru's gonna be covering that.
No, okay, Makoto would not. Would not allow that.
Well, obviously, she's probably like, okay, let's just deal with this and then find work. Yeah. And then she'll like do like I feel like Makoto's the kind of like let's go 50-50 on this.
Yeah.
But like I feel like Haru would definitely be the type to be like, nah, I got this. I'll pay for this.
And then
But yeah, that's just I do agree with you because I think I was gonna go that train of logic as well.
Oh, but we're not standing for that.
Yeah, but I do think a close second would be probably Haru, in my opinion.
Yeah, like literally the two oldest.
Yes, the two oldest would definitely be, because well, you also got to think like she also lost her father as well. Yeah. Granted, everybody was there for that, but she also has this very like from based off of her like confidant, she's very conscious of other people's like feelings and or opinions. Also, she's very like I feel like she's not the kind of mom you'd want to get pissed off.
Oh yeah,
that's probably the biggest downside. That's why I say she's second. It's because it's like when push comes to shove, she'd probably be really bad or really toxic when angry.
I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I think that like you would be scared of her, like probably, but like
no, but it wouldn't be more like I'm gonna beat my kids kind of scary. It's more like I'm gonna go outside in the back real quick, and then she's just sitting there with an axe chopping wood, like that kind of scary. Like it's the
Yeah, but
scary you don't like the person you don't want to fuck with kind of scary. Like you don't know, like they're not gonna be upfront angry towards you, but it's one of those like if you caught them on a bad day and they were really in the mood, they're very likely to kill you. Like
I still don't think that's like too, because like she's still not gonna like actually do
obviously
it,
she's not gonna like kill the
right?
kids, but it's the kind of like if you look at it from like the kid's point of view, this would be like, oh fuck, this is crazy, like, you know.
I guess, yeah.
But 100%, I think probably, I think Ryuji would be surprisingly good,
Mm-hmm.
like underestimatingly good.
Yeah, you know, he's patient.
Yeah, he's a bit of a fucking doorknob, but, but you know he means well. And he'll probably make a lot of dumb mistakes as like a parent, but like he wouldn't be an asshole about it, you know?
And he'll actually like try to learn.
Like he's also probably like the kind of person that would get really involved in his kid's life.
Mm-hmm.
So at least like, and I think like the kid would be definitely into sports at some point.
Most likely, yeah.
I think out of everybody, I'd put Yusuke at the bottom.
Yeah, because Yuki doesn't give a fuck about nothing.
Yusuke's weird. He'd be the weirdest dad.
It's like my art though.
He'd be like, "Yo, kid, pose for me. I need art."
Yeah, like, and then there's Futaba, who's like a fucking.
She
fucking
is a child.
She's literally a child.
Yes. She'd probably be able to like bond with the kid, but all of the actual parenting would probably be done by like the father.
Someone else, yeah.
On is like somewhere in the middle. She wouldn't be bad, but she wouldn't be the greatest.
I was thinking around this as Ryuji.
Yeah,
Or
so
like,
it's like they'd be like, yeah, Ryuji's more like surprisingly good, but On is like competent.
mhm.
She'll fuck up here and there, but she'll more or less get it right, you know?
Yeah.
But I think she'd probably be better with a female child than a male child.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she'd probably be like. Also, the kid she'd be a bit not she wouldn't be a trophy wife, but she'd be like, she'd parade the kid around as a bit of a trophy. Like,
I don't know, because what's like to like not have parents around, so she'll just be around her kid a lot. I don't think she'll.
oh
like,
yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I forgot about
don't-
that aspect.
Yeah, she'll live alone for like a long time.
Yeah, I think the kid would be very well traveled
Yeah, probably. She'll
because she's not like she was like she's a white girl basically born and raised in Japan most of her life, right?
Mhm.
So you think she'd be more of
Yeah.
like the traveling type, and her career also makes her travel too.
Yeah.
So the kid's gonna be like very well versed in different cultures. So all in all, P5's cast is pretty decent like parents,
Solid.
except for
Yeah.
Sans Ryuji. Like
Yeah. No,
Ryuji's the
Sansa,
only-
Yusuke.
yeah, Yusuke. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to go down the stack to the other games and see how well that they would do? Because if I'm being honest, P4 is pretty decent. They got a pretty good selection down there.
Mhm. Yeah, they're all pretty solid, honestly.
I think the only one that would be a problem is like Rise from P4.
I don't think so either. I think that she's not actually that bad with kids.
No, I don't think it's like she's bad with kids. It's more because of like her job. She's like an idol, you know. She's like
Yeah, I mean,
famous.
she's not gonna she's not gonna prioritize her job over the kid.
Well, hopefully not. But like, I just think like the whole like the famous lifestyle is most of the times is not very good for kids. Being in the spotlight and all that shit. But yeah, I think Kanji would probably be the best dad.
He would try. Man would try.
He's like he'd be the dad that like is super. He's like it's like when you meet like a really tall person. Usually, like people who are really tall are very genuine and very like chill people. I feel like the bigger of a threat that you look like, the more chill you are. That's usually based off my own personal experience with meeting people.
Yeah.
And I think that Kanji has that energy. But he's gonna be one of those, like, if the kid gets bullied, he's gonna go up to the dad and be like, hey, can you please tell your kid to stop? Like, you'll say it super kindly, but the dad will be really intimidated by it.
Oh, okay. Have you seen how he looks in the end of Golden?
Yeah.
He stopped that delinquent look.
He looked like a fucking dad.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
already.
this is a dad. And he's a high school kid.
Yeah.
Yusuke would be pretty good. P4 Yusuke. Yosuke, sorry. Oh my god, these names.
Right? It's like god damn it. Why?
Yosuke would be pretty okay. Yukiko, I'm like trying to also like remember their character story. I feel like the kid's gonna go through the exact same shit that Yukiko went through.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like their family is just a never-ending cycle. It's like, I want freedom, but the inn is pretty good. But I want freedom, but the inn is pretty good. You know?
Oh, I'm pretty sure Yukiko knows it, knows exactly that, and she'll just let her kid do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it'll happen again.
Yeah. Chie, I think, would be a great mom.
Yeah.
She'd be really dumb. Same. She'd be really dumb, but she's a great mom.
Exact same as Yuji, basically.
Yes.
Honestly. Yeah.
I think they literally are the same Arcana, aren't they?
Plus Chariot, yeah.
Yeah. Except the only difference is, like, Chie is gonna be a cop.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like, she would at least have knowledge of the law, so the kid's not gonna get into, like, any kind of trouble. I don't think there'd be as much of a focus on, like, sports as, like, with Ryuji.
Yeah, probably not, no.
That'd probably be the main difference.
It'll be martial arts instead.
Yeah, they're gonna sit there and bond with, like, fucking kung fu movies.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, I don't want to watch Ip Man, like, 5 times already.
No,
Like,
but we have to.
We have to. You need to learn.
Every Sunday.
Like, yeah, that shit's... That'd be great. That'd be weird. And then we go... Oh, P3. P3 is weird.
Man, they're all fucked up in somewhat one way or another.
Yeah.
I mean, they got better by the end.
Plus we also have the knowledge of P4 Arena that we could use too.
Yeah.
So, surprisingly, Junpei would probably be among the top.
Oh, even Michelo's dead.
Yeah, because he actively works with Little League teams.
Yeah.
So he's got that going for him. And Yukari's got... I don't know if I think she'd be too busy with her like life to have kids.
Yeah, but if she did, she actually won't be that bad.
Yeah.
Especially because she knows what's like to have a kind of shitty mom.
Yeah. Mitsuru would be surprisingly good.
Yeah, kind of weird probably, but yeah, that's fine.
Probably really strict. Like she'd probably put her kids through like boarding school or some shit, or some kind of like really like strict like upbringing, but it'd be more like a good kind of strict, not like I'm doing this because I don't want to take care of you. It's more just like I want you to have the best opportunities, and like I want you to like to be I want you to be your person, but you still need to be like dignified, you know?
Yeah. She's very much kind of like her father, minus the forced child soldier thing.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
I was like,
She's definitely not gonna have that for her kids because, yeah, I don't think any parent would want to, after being subjected to that kind of shit, they wouldn't want to force their kid to be subjected to it. Yeah. Who else? Akihiko, I think he'd make a well.
Pretty decent. I think he'd be pretty decent.
He'd be pretty decent, yeah.
Like nothing crazy.
It'd be like Chie and Ryuji, except with boxing.
I mean, I honestly, yeah. He's also like after he stopped wandering around the world and became an actual cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably happen.
Also, he'd have that like kanji energy where it's like he's the kind of dad
Oh,
you
yeah.
wouldn't want to fuck with, because he'd probably still be like working out and
Crazy.
shit. He'd be,
He'll never not be.
he'd be ripped.
And his
His
scars.
kids, yeah, and his kids will be fucking ripped because he'll probably put their kids through a bit of training and shit.
Yeah, assuming they want it. He's not gonna
Oh
fuck
yeah,
his kids. Shinjiro's dead, so you know,
yeah.
kind of bad parent being
Ken,
dead.
Ken, I could
whatnot.
see him being pretty decent.
He's like the most, ironically, despite having the most fucked up childhood,
Yes,
the most.
because I feel like he wouldn't want a kid to have that kind of childhood. He might be a little overprotective because of it,
Mhm.
but I think that'd be fine.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Minato's dead, so again, bad
Yeah,
parent.
you can't. Yeah.
Bad parent, you know, being dead and whatnot.
Surprisingly, a
Uh,
lot of kids with bad parents, we'd expect them to have decent parents.
Well, yeah, because like they know what it's like, so they'll
Yeah.
try their hardest not to fuck up.
Yeah. Well, there's also the fact that like main characters' interference cause their lives to just be strictly better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that does help.
because the main character comes in, it just like they wouldn't have any chance if the main character didn't come in.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Big main character, fix all your
Fix your problems.
problems. What problems?
Oh, jeez. All right, so what do you want to discuss now? We got the parents out of the way.
Oh wait, were they supposed to have questions as well?
Yes, I wrote it literally it's in there.
Oh shit! I thought.
I can't do
Alright,
everything,
well, this
man.
is awkward. This is awkward. Alright, off the top of my head. Alright, what arcana are you?
Ooh, that flip flops because I remember before when like way back when we talked about that,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, justice. Now
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
just like, I can see myself being emperor. Like
Oh,
either
yeah?
like it's weird. It's like all over the place. It's either emperor, strength, chariot, like those kinds of characters.
Hmm.
But it's hard to determine the exact one. I think if I had to like gauge, it's probably firmly emperor.
Really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean I really enjoy Yusuke's like socialing, and I feel like
Uh-huh.
sometimes I have that energy. Just weird,
Okay.
dumb, weird person energy.
Right.
And like, also I strongly sympathize with kanji stuff. Just the whole identity
Okay.
stuff is another thing I sympathize with.
Right.
And who else was in P3 the fucking emperor one? Was it the fat
P3?
guy?
No, he was mood.
He was the fat dude? No, I don't think he was Moon. No,
Yeah,
Akinari
he
was Akinari was Sun, right?
Akinari is which one again?
The dying guy.
Yeah, he was Sun.
He was Sun? Okay.
Oh.
Oh, who the fuck was Emperor? I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up.
Persona 3. Odagiri. Oh,
Was it-
the fucking disciplinary guy.
Oh, him? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Really like...
I remember the other P3 social links were like they were very hit or miss.
Yeah. So, but I still like sympathize with a lot of Emperor-based Arcana people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard. I think I'm a good mix of everything, but I think Emperor's definitely the predominant one. I remember when we originally talked about this, you were like, a moon, man. A moon.
Yeah.
You still think that?
Oh yeah, no, I'm still.
You still
like,
moon?
Yep.
Firmly in moon?
Yeah, firmly. Like that has not changed in my life.
Okay.
I still think today.
Yeah, I remember we tried doing this before with our other friends.
Yes. Yeah, we did.
And I think theirs is probably different now too.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
this point, I think Tommy's definitely hermit.
Yeah, he's
definitely
definitely
hermit.
hermit. He's fine.
And our other friend Julius he's changed to a different arcana. I just don't. It's hard to like position which.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would it be? Strength? Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't.
I need to, like,
I don't remember what they
yeah.
are.
I need to like see what it is. Dynamics and contrast between control, gentleness, bravery, and virtue against raw physical force. Probably not.
Probably not.
And Hanged Man. Self-sacrifice for the sake of enlightenment. Free of paradox. Binding speaks one free. Paradoxes hanging between heaven and earth. Golly. Self-sacrificial, often notable being caught between two different extremes, parties, or stages in life. I feel like Hanged seems like a decent match.
For Julius?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I can see that. Hanged. And, well, I can't really say for other... I think that's just our immediate group that I can really make a good comment. Yeah. Like, I can make comments for, like, a few other people, but, like...
I don't know them, probably.
Yeah. Ooh. So, what reasoning would you have for Moon to be yours?
Shit, hold on. Let me look at the definition again. It's been a while. But definitely because it has to do a lot with, like, illusions, lying, fuck, what was it? Illusion sphere, etc. Like, all the Moon Arcana people are, like, they put up a front.
Yeah. Projection of their own fears and faults onto others. They tend to have trouble accepting themselves for who they are, and because of that, fear try to correspond with the ideal person. Hidden depth and act to their behaviors. Yeah, they put up a front, basically.
Yeah, which is good. I fuck with that.
It makes sense.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, it's usually like they use a thing to, like, not mask behind it, but like they put up like some sort of front in some way, shape, or form to mask like how they're actually feeling.
Because, like, I don't know if you noticed, but I never talk about problems with any of you at any point.
Don't. You're very to yourself, at least with us.
Yeah. Like,
to be fair, like, we don't really like outwardly pry.
No,
unless
yeah, well,
like, unless like sometimes we like me being a bit of a shit disturber. Sometimes I like ask or I probe. But like I don't like do that to like force you to say anything.
Yeah.
But it's 100% like, but like I can totally see that. Yeah. Totally.
Like
see that.
Like what? I never even told you guys I had a girlfriend until.
Yes. And we were just like, excuse me.
And I'm like, oh yeah, right.
Hey, I'm not saying that you have to tell us this kind of stuff, but it'd be okay. You don't have to worry. It's not like we're gonna judge you or anything.
No, it's just like I just don't talk about it.
Yeah, it's not that we know it's not that you don't want to. It's that you're just like, oh yeah, I have this. A lot of the times. Because I think I've talked about it with the guys before. We were just like super. We're just like, huh, that's surprising. Moving on, like. So it's not like a huge thing.
Yeah, it's not even that big.
Yeah, it's not like as big as like I sometimes make it out to be. It's not that big of a deal. But it just throws off our speculation because the original speculation was that it was probably me that would get one first out of the group.
Yeah.
And I was just like, watch it's like one of you guys. Because I have bad luck. I have horrible luck, and I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to fucking share my experiences. That's why like everybody's like, you have the most experience compared to us. And I'm just like, it's not that great sometimes.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's solid. Moon fits,
Moon is definitely where I'm at.
and I feel like I only said hermit for Tommy because that's kind of what he is. Just
Yeah, he really
in
is
a
right now.
literal definition. But that's because he's got a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
But he's
Like,
also very blunt, you know?
Yeah, he really doesn't mince words.
No, but there's a lot of times where I'll go to him and I'll tell him about stuff, and he'll give me like an honest answer, and I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they hide away from others and act more in supporting roles rather than putting themselves in the spotlight. I can see that from him, and to an extent, Julius.
Yeah, I can see it. He's changed a lot
Oh yeah, definitely.
since the last decade or so.
You know, he's the most successful out of us.
Sure fucking is.
Don't worry. I think at the end of the day, all of us are gonna get to where we need to go. It's not
Going somewhere.
Yeah, I think everybody's got an idea of what's going on with their lives and what they need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Persona, the game that makes you think about life and all this other shit.
We have not talked about Persona in like a good 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, but that's because we're fucking weird and we like to go on tangents. But I think that's the whole point of stuff like this, is you end up just going and derailing onto a tangent.
Oh, dude, okay, if you get to have... What mythological figure would you have as your Persona?
Ooh, easy.
Yeah.
I have I say easy, but I've kind of narrowed it down to 2.
Okay.
So the
What
first
would be
one,
your initial? What would be your...
I feel okay. That's better, but the problem is these two have no correlations with each other. That's
okay.
the problem.
I mean, neither does the P...
Yeah, P5
Yeah.
is weird. It's like the only correlations that in P5 they have is the first and the third. The first and the
actually,
third.
the second one too. Here's the thing with Persona 3, it's not like the individual
P3, yeah.
like Persona. P3, P5, they don't have individual connections. Like, fucking, well, for example, Ryuji's is Captain Kid and then to fucking Sun Wukong, right?
Yeah, but the third one changes back to something related to the first one.
I mean, here's the thing, they actually have individual connections, but they have an overall theme.
Yeah.
Where it's humans who rebel against their current society in some way or fashion.
Yeah.
And then they become gods who rebel against, which overall ties base games fun,
Yeah.
where they literally fight a god.
Yeah.
So that one, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So first for me would probably be Odysseus,
Okay, yeah.
and then fuck, what was her name again after? Yeah, Themis, which
Who?
is basically it's a Greek titan that is basically the figure of justice. So the whole the blind woman with the scales and the swords and shit.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
that one, but
Okay.
Odysseus is more of like a traveler. Like
Yeah.
and I've always kind of resonated with Odysseus, and I'm saying it in the whitewashed way of saying it, not the proper Greek superior way. So those definitely are my 2 picks for probably Persona,
Okay.
and I have yet to like really identify a third.
You don't really.
But I don't
well,
think
third,
I really need one, you know?
The third is usually like a different version of the original.
Yeah. So it'd
Well,
probably be like Poseidon, because Odysseus was like,
Well, no,
He was-
Poseidon didn't Poseidon fucking. Well, no, he cursed in the beginning of the Odyssey.
I think, yeah, but I think I just kind of went with the seafaring connection, you know?
Okay, yeah. I mean, Odyssey fair. It was an accident.
Yeah.
he
so
really didn't want to be on the.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't want to, but he went anyways.
Well, he had to. He was cursed.
Yeah, so I think that's more or less the connection I was going with, the line of thinking. But I don't know. I think for me the kind of like the symbol of like justice always kind of resonated with me.
Okay.
Because just like a principle thing that I've always like kind of saw things as things should be fair, things should be like orderly and balanced at some point. And so like I always kind of resonated with that idea. So I can't really get that out of my head. But also, yeah, Odysseus is I think a good solid choice for me.
Decent pick. All right, I dig it.
How about you?
So my first one, I only really have a first one. I don't really have a second one yet. I haven't really never really found one yet. The Mordred, I think he called the Knight of Deceit.
I think I remember you mentioning this a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for like one of the Knights of the Round Table, right?
Specifically, he was King Arthur's illegitimate either his mother or aunt, depending on where you go in the thing. Morgan Le Fay. He was basically like raised to kill King Arthur, but to betray him.
Okay.
But who's telling the myth? It was either like he was genuinely accepted by the knights, and he actually kind of felt bad, but he had to betray and kill King Arthur, or he just fucking hated all of them the entire time.
There's two different extremes.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Two different extremes. There's no middle ground.
He's either a tragic figure or a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Oh, that's like you just went the Judas route, you know?
Yeah.
Either way, he betrays.
He eventually does betray them, and he always wore a helmet face because he had other questions. So his entire time during the round table was just him living two lives, and that's like it fit with the deceit theme of the moon.
Yeah, no, it does fit. It's a good like representation. Because I could already kind of like visualize it a bit as like a persona.
Yeah. So that's definitely where I go. I don't know about a second one. Like an evolved persona.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming it'd probably have to go like if we're gonna go P5 logic.
It would have
to be a god of some sort, right?
What?
Because like if you look at I'm not gonna I hate to be like tooting my own horn, but mine went from like a cursed man on a voyage to like a titan in Greek myth.
The symbol of justice, yeah.
Yeah, but even though those two have no real correlations, it's just like okay, at least that is there. the normie to the god, and then the third would be the god that's like cursed the normie.
Yeah. Which is it's fine.
Yeah, but it's whatever. There's not much you can. It's not like a solid ass connection.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing really springs to mind on your end as to who the second could be. No like runners up or like ideas.
I feel like I had one before, which is unfortunate. But what can you do?
Yeah. Oh, also this. Ooh, that'd be weird. I'm just like imagining. Now that I think about it, I've always wanted them to do like. To make a Persona game with not high schoolers, to do a more like adult or like older person, like college student maybe.
Right. Yeah.
At least then you can kind of make it more dynamic, or even just in a different country. You know, just to like spice it up, because I feel like the day-to-day stuff has gotten kind of like formulaic.
I mean, well, that's the thing, that the day-to-day stuff is kind of like is half of the game, so
yeah.
I don't ever like the formula they'll change, maybe setting, maybe flavor they'll change, but it'll definitely be there no matter what.
Yeah, But just like I'm thinking of like imagine if they did it in like the West or
Oh,
like say like the United States, right? Where
Yeah.
but it was college students, so they would have maybe classes during the day, but they'd also have like segments where they can go out and then they could bring people to bars, you know?
Yeah.
That's just like new avenues, new like things that you could do because you're an adult, but you also have more responsibilities.
But they're probably never gonna do that because
Yeah, because Japan in high school.
yeah, it's too appealing.
Yeah, high school life in Japan is apparently great, and everything after that is just all downhill.
Or something, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's just culture. That's just culture stuff.
Mm.
I don't know, but I've always wanted to see like how they would explore that kind of thing. I think that would be really really interesting to see them do it in like different areas. But then that's also just Atlas, because Atlas really has a boner for everything happening to Japan.
Yeah, boy, do they.
Even in SMT games, it's just like, shit, the world's fucked except for Japan. And
Well,
I'm like,
I mean,
realistically, that's a very specific choice.
to be fair, Japan did get, you know.
I do remember though in one of the Shin Megami games, Thor took over America and launched a nuke at Japan just cuz, and I was like, okay, all right, you go with that, Atlas. You do what you do you.
You do you, man.
But yeah, I've always kind of like thought about how something like that would turn out.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to take like a more different approach. Also, I think they should also do other kinds of relationship types. Like, don't just like shackle you with the females, you know? Give you options.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
I think that's like such a thing that everybody's wanted.
Yeah.
It's like, what if you wanted to make a girl and you wanted to see how those like relationships would pan out with the dudes, or
why can't I just be gay?
Yes.
Let me be gay. Right? Like.
And by proxy, because you have options for everybody, you can be bi.
Yeah. Like, why not? Fuck it.
And you
But
can
again,
you can cheat at life that way by taking the other 50% of the population.
and is like, no gays ever. And I'm like, all right.
Which is like, all right.
I guess, guys. Okay.
So we got to pick from our small pool of waifus.
Yeah. And only waifus.
Yes, and only waifus. No husbandos.
Nope, not allowed. No gay allowed.
No, there's only 2 colors. Not the rainbow. We don't use the rainbow.
What is a rainbow? Why do you need this many colors?
Yeah, look at this like picture. It is a max total of 3 colors. White, black, and red.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, dude, fucking for Three Houses, everybody wants to be gay for Claude.
Yes, I think they should have. Because he seems the most like gender fluid. Like, he doesn't really care. Like, that's the general vibe I got from him as a character. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say though.
Yeah.
Like, he seems more the most like.
It's about you as a person, not what's in your pants.
He also seems like the most likely to be bi.
Yeah.
Because he just like, I feel like he just goes off the vibe, you know.
Also, because he's also an outsider. Like he doesn't care. Chances are, if you want to have a character who's an outsider, that would be an additional thing to be like, this is how much of an outsider he is.
But you know what? I will give Fire Emblem credit. At least they gave you options to do the gay route.
Yeah, but it's like one each.
Yeah,
and
it's like, if you want to be gay, you got to pick these options only.
And even then, for dudes, like, it's mostly bro routes. They're not even like gay.
It's just, it's bromances. It's not even romances.
Yeah, like, I guess, dude.
It's like we're really close best buddies who just happen to have sex with each other. That's what it comes across like to me.
Not even they have sex with each other, bros, and that's it. Like, what was it? Like, is fucking one of the gay endings with what's his name? The guy with the mustache, the knight.
Fucking what's his name?
He's super energetic, shitty jokes.
Yeah, he makes dad jokes.
Yeah, that guy. I forgot his name already.
I don't remember his name either, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like you know what your ending with? You just move back to his, and you find some peasant wife to marry. Like it's the most not gay S rank.
Oh, that's stupid.
Right? Like, let me be gay, guys. Come on.
Says the two straight dudes.
I know, right? Hella privilege over here.
Well, if we're going by that logic, I have technically more than you.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. Three Houses was an interesting game.
Good
very
game, but
very similar to Persona.
Yep. But we're not talking about 3.
Yes, even though we just talked about Three Houses for like 5-6 minutes. I don't know how long.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
But yeah, generally, like what other kinds of like improvements would you want to see over probably in like the next game?
Oh, fucking balance the game, please. It's so horribly broken.
Okay, in what way? You mean horribly broken towards the player, or horribly broken towards
the player? Towards the player.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, we do have the Shin Megami Tensei bullshit of like sometimes you just get into a fight and die.
There is that, but and I mean that's like that's fine. That's right. Like I actually don't mind that. But like, is it like it's so easy to get a persona that just thing.
Yeah, I've kind of like in every Persona game at this point. I'm like I always challenge myself to just make one really good Persona, carry it from early game to like late game.
Limit yourself to like two skill types, and that's it.
Yeah,
and then ready to do the rest. Because as much as I like the fusing system and how it's kind of a staple, it is a staple of the SMT series.
Yes.
Like, you can't have SMT games.
Yeah, I wish I could do... A part of me is like, I wish I could do the same things I do with Persona in a regular SMT game, but it's just actually impossible. Because you always fuse better stuff.
Yeah.
Everything you fuse is just objectively better.
Like, I kind of don't want the wild card anymore. You know? Like,
oh, you mean like a more structured, like, the character has this persona and it evolves at this time?
Yeah. Like, okay, like the system they had for PQ, right?
Yes.
They didn't have... Like you had your own... persona.
You know what? I actually would be down for that system in a more mainstream game. Yeah, because it's like you could still get the fusing, but it's more like you have, like, you could swap between two. Like you have your main boy, and then you have your supporting boy.
You have the sub
ability,
shit, and it's like, give me that system. I like that system because it still gives you the customization, but now you have customization for your entire party.
Yes,
yeah, and you still have like your persona.
I like that, 100%.
That's my favorite. That was easily
that makes sense. Like, granted, like I wasn't as huge a fan of Persona Q because of the way they did the characters. It just felt like everybody just boiled down to one generic stereotype.
Everyone came in.
Yeah, like everybody was like, token this guy, token that guy.
The P4 cast definitely got the worst.
Yeah.
Like, the P3 story is...
Fucking Chie is just a meat hound.
Dude, okay, like, the overall story of P4...
Akihiko pissed me off so much, like, yo, protein dog. I'm like, fucking shut up. You said, like, protein, like, maybe twice in P3?
No, actually no. P3, if you talk to him a lot, like outside of like story and stuff, he says he talks about protein a lot. He genuinely talks about protein a lot, but it wasn't as obnoxious.
I don't. It's been so long since I touched P3, so it's like if I get shit wrong, like just as a disclaimer for people, if I get shit wrong about certain games, it's because I legitimately haven't played them in forever.
Oh,
so
like, yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck, do I remember this correctly?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like what was it? Like the P4, like every like there's the sub story where it's like an overarching story for each cast,
Mm-hmm.
and P4s or P3s because this is before like or this is like right after a lot of the big stuff got revealed in terms of like what the shadows are, how the dark hour came about, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. And there's a lot. It had like the most. It was like the time where there was the most tension between Mitsuru and Yukari, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the entire story was like the P3 crew looking at P4, looking at how good they genuinely care about each other, and then the P3 crew is like, why can't we be like that? And they actually try to work out their differences.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like
Yeah.
tell us
It. Yeah.
stuff.
It makes
Like,
sense
come on.
because like P4 crew just kind of comes into that week with like zero problems. They're just kind of they just
Yeah,
like in game they actually that week just gets completely skipped over because nothing happens.
yeah, and like, and it's also like about her biases about this the third year crew, like
Yeah.
Akihiko, Sanjuro, and Mitsuru. She's trying to like genuinely trying to like set aside the differences, and it was really good. It was
Yeah.
like shit. I wish they didn't forget. Um,
Yeah, and
and
then it
then,
was like after the fact, everything was cool, and it's just like,
and,
yo, we went on this cool adventure.
and then they forgot. It's like, all right,
Right.
basically nothing happened.
Yeah,
Um,
that sucks about PQ.
yeah,
I don't know. I guess I just felt like super demotivated to play because I still haven't like finished PQ. I got
mhm.
like I know I'm majority of the way through the game. I don't remember where I left off at, but I know it was a good chunk of the way. And
Yeah.
then PQ2 happened.
Okay, hold on. But you know what PQ's story for the P4 crew was?
Not quite. Refresh me.
It was half Kanji trying to be friends with Koromaru, but Koromaru's like, no,
Yes. I think I remember that stuff. I think I remember Koromaru was just like
no,
out
I
just
don't,
does
I
not
don't
like
care.
kanji. I was
And
like,
then
oh.
and the other half was like Kanji being an older brother figure to Ken,
Yeah.
which is it's all right, but it's not like as good as the P3 crew was.
Yeah.
It wasn't nearly as engaging. Um, PQ2, they actually did the P5 cast like pretty well. Like they're not just memes.
Good. I'd hope
So,
not.
like, and also had a neat thing where Akechi, because he had to hang out with the
Okay,
P5
I do remember seeing various scenes of Shinji and
Mhm.
Akechi. I remember looking up a few scenes,
Yeah,
and
so
and Shinji's just like, I know what you do, I know what you've
I
done.
know what you are like.
It's not good, and it's gonna haunt you, dude, because it
Yeah,
haunts me for fucking ever. And then
and,
Akechi's just like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then he walks away. He's like, hmm,
and he's like, oh damn
hmm.
it.
It's like, oh fuck.
um, and what was the thing? Yeah, like eventually it was Akechi like because he had to hang out with crew and all the other crews like for so much longer than he did in game.
Yeah,
He was about to genuinely switch sides,
yeah,
and he actually regretted going back because he knows that he'll forget everything, and he will have to betray them.
yeah. Because I don't think that's what he really wanted.
Yeah, and I was like, okay,
I
you know
mean,
what?
the third semester in P5R kind of did him some
No,
justice.
I wouldn't say did him justice. It's more like they took him to his logical conclusion.
Yes,
'Cause
that's
they
more or
did-
less what I meant when they did him justice. Because like
Okay, yeah.
I could see him going that route because like he has no need to hold up the pretenders, so he's like, I'm just gonna be like
I would just
super
yeah,
unhinged, and now
to go nuts.
I'm not supposed to be alive, dude.
Yeah, fuck. I should have been. I should be dead, but
I just like how he kind of gives the main character perspective in that month, where he's just like, listen, dude, I know like this world is like super ideal and whatnot, but I chose to die and I'm alive.
That's
How's
fucked
that?
up.
That's fucked up. And I'm just like,
No,
you
but
crazy, but you're spitting real facts. Like,
and it wasn't even because he wanted to live. The main character still wanted him alive.
yeah,
It wasn't even his desire to be alive.
yeah, it was somebody else's.
It's someone else's, and he basically feels like,
Yeah.
and that's fucked up.
He's like, I'm gonna deal with this, regardless of if you say yes or no, because I just want to like to go to where I naturally should be.
Yeah. And it's like, damn, dude.
No, like the entire time I was like, yo, I respect that.
Yeah, I
Like,
get it.
I get it. You're a piece of shit, but at least you're honest, and you're an honest piece of shit.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what like yo,
that-
my respect for his character went up super hard in that third semester.
Oh,
Just because like you know what, at least you didn't like give up on what you thought. You know, like
what he thought was the thing to do, and that's good. That's good shit.
yeah, so that's why I resonate with that shit. Also, I don't think he was really deserving of a redemption.
No, he.
So that's why like the
Doesn't deserve it.
conclusion was fine with me.
Yeah, my biggest thing was that he got a redemption arc and he didn't, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, because like in the end he still dies.
He's still he does not for killing everyone's.
Yeah.
Not even just like all the people he killed, but specifically for the protagonist's like family.
Yeah.
He doesn't apologize for killing Waka, but he does apologize for killing Haru's dad. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck, I forgot his name. He's so unmemorable.
He's like whatever. Who cares? He was a piece of shit.
Okay, can we talk about that fucking boss fight in Royal with Haru's dad? That was actual shitty for me.
It went from the easiest fight
Yes.
in the fucking game to the hardest.
Yes, it felt super jacked. And I was just like, I
Oh
have
my
2
God.
turns to kill these fucking robots before they run away.
And
Literally
they
2
do it
turns.
all over again.
And
They
if
just
I
do it all over again.
if I leave one guy with slightly more health than the other, it's a fucking wash. And I was just like, oh. I remember I spent so fucking long on that. I had to revert to an older save
Mhm.
just to like grind up a bit and like properly set up for it because I needed the time to like get party members to the right area in the social link and then fucking
Right.
and then like actually buy items for like to clear out the stupid buffs and the debuffs.
Yeah,
And it was just so bad.
it was.
At least though the second time around, like when I did it with the more prepared one, it was a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
But I played through the entire fight. I think I played through it. I started on hard, and then I went back to normal, and then after
Yeah,
that
you're-
fight, I went back up to hard, because the game was getting real easy, and I was like, jack that shit up to hard. So I ended up beating the game on hard, but not truly beating the game on hard.
Yeah.
Mostly beating the
Okay.
game on hard.
It's fine. I
But
managed to do it my first try. I did have a bit of warning from you, but not specifically what.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, that fight's ass. I think that
Yeah.
was my exact like thing. I'm like, yo, the fight's shit. Like, it's,
it was crazy. I managed to like it took almost the entire like I had to figure it out as I was doing it, and it took me almost the entire time to do it.
yeah, I was lucky that
I was like,
on a
oh,
few of the
fuck.
other fights, I managed to suss out the weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
to me,
yeah.
it was a lot of like,
It was, okay.
okay,
that-
this guy's this color, he's weak to this. Let me use this.
Yeah, like I actually liked how if you did all the proper research, like all the investigations with like talking to people, and then like
Yeah,
the
it
fight
would-
properly, it makes the fight so much easier because now
You
I
have
know all
the
the
knowledge. You have the knowledge of the weaknesses, and I did do the
Yeah.
investigation stuff, so it helped. But I was still like wrestling with the fact that I'm like, okay, fuck, I have to use like, I have to find ways to like get baton passes going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like I was like status ailmenting, like trying to do statuses and shit on them to try to get technicals to like see if I can at least get one baton pass, because I'm like, if I can get baton passes, then I can win this fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you basically have to have Hara on the team because she has specific magic skills that I had to, because I didn't have like
Sai. Yeah.
my main character was
Mm.
not like I realized that fight that I'm like, I do not have utility personas.
Oh yeah.
Like I have like Arsene that does boatloads of damage and is my strongest persona by far.
Mm-hmm.
And he's big number, big damage, but he doesn't do like the biggest problem I had with my Arsene is he doesn't do weaknesses.
Yeah.
He only has one. He's got like nuke amp, and then he's got like Megidolon and like mind charge and all of that shit. He had all of that.
Yeah.
So he didn't do big boy, big dick damage. Because like there's maybe one wave that was kind of weak to nuke.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to like do that. And I had to like start like going. I went into Mementos one day, just grind it up a bit, grab a bunch of personas and try to like fuse them in. So I had a big selection that I could use for that fight to at least get weaknesses going and start baton passing.
Yeah.
But the status ailments fucking piss me off because when your character gets hit with a status ailment, you can't baton pass into them.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
So fucking annoying.
a slog. It was definitely a slog.
Yeah, so what I ended up doing for that fight is I ended up buying a shitload of fucking debuffs, debuff the enemies, or remove buffs, and then remove debuffs on the allies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I also had a bunch of fucking status ailment clearing things like hunger and like despair and shit
Yeah.
that heals everybody. And basically, I had one character, and their entire goal was support and debuffing and like just strictly like status recoveries.
Mm-hmm.
Like the character did 0 attacks unless there was no statuses to recover, there was no debuffs on us, and there was no buffs on the enemy. If all three of those conditions were met, only then could they attack.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah, and then main character was like do as much damage as possible to everybody.
Yeah.
And then the other two characters were to fish for weaknesses. With like items and shit too. Because I started hoarding items. Like I took like a week in game like time to prep.
Yeah.
Like I was doing like, you know, like the thief tools to make items for like weakness stuff. And then that way, like, I can, like, baton pass into everybody and hit the weaknesses.
Yeah.
So I can, like, get the 4 stack and then do the whole damage. Like, it was stupid how much prep I had to do before then. I'm like, I wish I had knowledge of this boss fight before. Mm-hmm. So I could make all this prep without wasting so many days. And now that I look back at it, I think that was a big reason why I didn't manage to finish everybody in P5R. I got so close. So close.
Yeah.
I had like 2 or 3 characters left. I had like Oya and... Fuck, who else? I think I had Oya and Futaba. The only 2 I had to do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everybody else was done. Except for those 2.
I managed to like get everybody. I was like, fuck yeah.
To be fair, I went through like half of the game without a guide to like for the confidants.
Okay, yeah.
So like there was some confidants that weren't like advancing as fast as they should.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Did you always make sure to have a persona of their arcana?
Yes, at least I did that. I wasn't too stupid. Okay. There were some days where I didn't because I was just like, I don't have anything to fuse it into.
No, I literally like just bought the cheapest persona I could.
No, like after the first dungeon,
yeah.
Like I just didn't have certain, like I didn't have a persona of that given arcana.
Yeah, that early, yeah.
Yeah, it was super early, and I just like I think this in the second run through it's gonna be a lot easier because I have at least one persona in each arcana. I think I have like 70 to 80% completion on the compendium.
Oh, I got 100. I was like, I literally spent like the last couple days in semester 3 to just fuse. Get everything. Build that shit.
I mean, to be fair, I missed out on one of the stupid rare ones.
Oh yeah?
I think it was the one in Cheetos. Yeah, the one in Cheetos. No, the one in in like the Yaldabaoth area.
Yeah, that one you literally can't go back to anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I missed out on that one. I think that's the only one I missed out. I got all the other ones,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't too bad. I got like most of them.
Yeah.
But I do want to go through the game on a second playthrough, and I also want to buy the DLC with Raoul. I think that's his.
Oh,
that's his
Raul was
persona.
so cool, dude. He looks fucking. I like how they gave him like an Orpheus
Yeah.
persona.
He looks.
It's like-
he just looks cool. He looks like.
Looks fucking rad.
Yeah, like Arsene is more like Victorian era looking.
He's just a modern. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Raoul is like more modern, and he's got like the weird mechanical wings and shit. I like it. It looks nice.
They're supposed to like be in line with everyone else's. Or they're just their regular guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the first one, except
Yeah,
Futaba. Futaba looks fucking.
I haven't seen Futaba, so I don't know what Futaba's looks
Mhm.
like. I know the second one. Wait, fuck. What was the second one look like again? For Futaba's?
The fucking disco smiley ball.
Oh yeah, it's Disco Smile Ball. Okay. Okay,
That one-
I'm actually just gonna look it up because
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Oh, it just looks like a fucking UFO. Or it looks like
Yeah.
a starship.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I dig it.
Okay, I liked a lot of the third personas.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
my favorite probably being fuck, Yusuke's, because I like weird pimp looking Goemon. Like,
Yeah. Oh god, he's such a weirdo. It fits really well.
yeah, that was great. Real solid.
My favorite
can we-
was
Ryuji's is cool because he just looks like some dude in a sweater, but he's on like a fucking yacht.
Yeah, he has like a fucking hoodie. He looks like a gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like surfing on a yacht. It's pretty dope.
All right, I think a lot of people have talked about this particular aspect of Persona,
Okay.
and specifically Persona 5, the fucking aesthetic of the game.
Oh, it's top tier. It is top
Top
tier.
tier. One of the greatest, like, I think whenever people talk about like UI and shit, Persona 5 is always there.
Yeah.
And like even now, like I'm using it. It's not difficult to replicate, but it looks clean and I like it.
You're looking at it right now.
Yes, you're looking at what somebody with slight artistic talents can do. I wouldn't say slight, I'd say like a decent amount of artistic talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're able to make like it's such a distinct style, but it's so nice, it's so clean, and it works.
Yeah.
Plus, it's functional. It just conveys what it needs to convey.
Mm-hmm.
The game, it just looks great. It's like a simple but like clean but really good design. It just works.
Yeah.
Plus, I like the I think the game's like color, because a little fun fact about game development: a lot of companies when they make a game, there's like a color theme that they go by.
Mm-hmm.
And for example,
It's obvious to see it in the Persona games.
it's really obvious because I think they make light of it. Like Persona 3 is blue, Persona 4 is gold.
Fucking Tokyo Mirage, green.
Yes, they're not shy at hiding it. I think for other games, it's a lot more muted. Like like for example, fucking you know of Deus Ex?
Deus Ex, yeah.
Yeah, it's their
Oh,
theme is like a it's like a darker gold.
Yeah, that too.
It's like a brownish gold, and you
Yeah.
can see that like that kind of aesthetic carried throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could kind of like pinpoint the color like themes. So I think it's really nice. But Persona's just in your face about everything, and I love it. It's really good. As somebody who appreciates the style, I'm like,
That's some good ass aesthetic right there.
that's aesthetic with 3 C's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know how they're gonna top it, dude.
I don't know.
Fucking
It's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting to find out.
I feel like they should just keep the style and roll with it.
The thing is, it's so unique to Persona 5. I
Yeah.
don't want them to.
And you could also say the same for Persona 4 because it's got that kind of like floral like style to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I would and what like P3 was more like bubbly.
Um. hmm. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's hard to tell because 3 and 4 is like
It wasn't as in your face about it.
yeah, they're a lot more subtle. Yeah, and that shit's like oof, aesthetic. I love it. I'm all about that art shit.
Yeah.
Music, oh music.
Oh, dude,
Music.
fucking, I believe is.
I love it.
Favorite track. It's my favorite track of at least one.
All right, this is kind of fitting because I like Throw Your Mask Away.
Okay, all right. I see where you stand. I see where you stand.
Yeah, it's not because I sympathize with the character, but it's because of its thematic relevance
Yeah.
and how much it like. I'm like, oh fuck, it fits. Like it just fits the theme, or like, because I think we discussed this before, but like, I believe and Throw Away Your Mask are like answers to each other,
Yeah.
and
It's
like.
great.
Like I believe is like I'm not gonna compromise my shit. I'm not gonna give up on my dreams and my ideals, and just like Throw Away Your Mask. Like come on, dude, just give up, please. I'm trying to do what's best for you. Like
I'm helping you here.
yeah, and it's just like oh, like I have Throw Away Your Mask. I've been listening to it like on loop like crazy because it's just such a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Also, our boy
Yeah.
Lotus Juice wrote the lyrics for both those. So yeah, Lotus Juice coming back. Lotus
I
Juice is
forgot.
always great. I just wish he kind of made some vocal tracks for it too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it too much because he very much is more in line with P3.
Yeah,
in terms of
because
music
P3 has a
style.
more pop style to it.
Like kind of pop jazzy, but
Yeah.
also it's more very very modern, you know, because
Yeah.
it's in like a city and stuff.
Yeah, and then P4 was kind of like
Smooth. It was like more chill,
Yeah.
chill and energy.
yeah, chill and
Like,
when
more-
you got to the fights, it's more like
Happy
Ener-
energy.
yeah, and then 5 is like jazz, fucking classy ass
Jazz.
jazz, synth
Oh, it's
jazz
so good.
specifically.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, fucking. I believe so much, cause it's because like it's all about what's it called? Like just I'm gonna do what I think is right. I don't want I don't want this fake mirage
Yeah,
earn my future. I don't want to give in. I'm like, oof, some good shit, some hard shit right there.
yeah, and I think that's why I'm just like I'm so into the fucking Throw Your Mask Away. It's like please, it's like somebody desperately trying to like
They're genuinely trying to help, but
yeah, they're just
but,
like just listen, just hear me out. Like I don't want to fight you. Like I don't want to.
come on, man.
It's super sympathetic. And he's like,
Yeah.
but if you just like take my like just take it in. You don't have to feel like pain and shit. Like you don't.
But
have
what
to,
if?
But like you just if you live in this reality that I make for you, like you don't have to worry about all these negative things in your life. I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah.
I'm like these two like diametrically
Economies.
diametrically opposed views coming clashing.
It's so
And
good.
they play
It's
it
so
like
good.
the perfect times, like I believe plays when you're like going
on
to
your way
confront
there.
you're going to confront this guy, and then this music plays when he's like trying to stop you, you know.
That kind of makes me sad how it's only then.
I know, I wish it was played
Like,
more.
I believe once, but it's like, oh, but such a good spot though.
Yo, fucking
It's such a good spot.
fucking Maruki, like such a good fucking villain.
Yeah, he's right. He's fucking.
I'm glad he's gonna sit with me. So I'd probably have to give fucking P5 Royal this year as my like, yep, this is the game.
Yeah.
This is the game for me this year.
Was. Oh no, from last year. see 5. This year we're still like early. We're still in the first half, so I'll give
I
it.
want to.
I'll
Are we in the first
I'll
half?
let
I
it.
feel like we're more halfway.
No, we're only on like month 5, dude.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
month
yeah.
5.
Month 5.
Yeah, we're
We're almost
definitely not
halfway.
there.
We're almost halfway.
Almost, yeah.
Next month is 6, so we'll be halfway next month. But fucking Sears a write-off, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
Yeah.
5 months in, and we had all of this shit happen.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's dive back to like
The game.
the game for a bit. Maruki's great.
He is fucking
Great, solid character. Were you expecting him to be like the final antagonist?
Not final antagonist, but we got to like the end, and it's like, okay, big thing. What's his deal? He needs to have a deal, right?
Yeah.
And then we got to a palace. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably Maruki's. Probably.
Yeah,
Maruki.
it was weird because like it's you see the palace really early, but you don't really get to explore it. You just kind of deal with. You kind of be like, oh, here's a palace, and then
It's a palace.
and from
Don't worry about it.
and for like the entirety of the game, like Sumeri is like, hey,
I'm not
gotta
gonna be a
explore
fan.
that, right? We gotta explore that.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're just like, yeah, I'm good. We'll do it. And then it's at the very last fucking month that you explore it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like in the beginning, I wasn't really like expecting Maruki to be like a villain, more or less. Like I knew there was something like about him that had to happen.
He had
But,
to
like,
he had to.
You had to have like some kind of like he wasn't just gonna be like an insignificant character that just happens to talk to everybody, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
and
he has
everyone
that
wants to talk.
Yeah, and I was thinking that he was
Yeah.
gonna come back as like some kind of like extra like good guy or something in the back, because like the impression I got throughout his entire confidant was like, I want to use this research for good, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure, I support that. If you,
That sounds good. All right, go.
yeah, you
Solid.
go for it, man, 100% all the way. I got you. And then he's just
Yeah.
like he used his research.
And then he goes like, "This
Technically-
world is imperfect." And it's like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Wait, I told you I'd support you, right? You're going a little too far.
It's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, man. All I just gotta do is change reality for everybody to be happy. I'm like, no.
Villain talk.
Excuse
That's
me,
some villain
sir.
talk right there.
Sir, you've graduated from good guy to villain, and I don't know if you want that kind of graduation.
Yeah.
It was,
Oh, that's great.
but it was. When was the moment you realized he was gonna be that antagonist for the last semester?
Oh, when he's like, oh, I finally figured out my research, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Oh, for me, it was literally when I went into the palace and I heard him on the intercom.
Oh yeah, you just recognized.
I
the
was
voice.
just like,
It's
wait,
that's
that's
his
Maruki,
voice.
isn't it? He's the
bro.
last guy. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I
yeah.
liked him. I thought he was a good guy.
Damn it.
Also, I felt bad for attractive Morgana.
Oh yeah, get rest in peace, dude.
Rest in peace, attractive Morgana.
All right.
He lasted all of like a week in game.
And yeah, he was the first to be like, wait a minute. Something's
Yeah. It's
right.
like, wait,
Is it-
because like it's just like,
Yeah, anytime.
yeah, you want it to
Anytime.
be an attractive human to like get with On, but like he never really gets with
This isn't
On.
real. This isn't real, man. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's
Also, I kind of wish that they incorporate the whole like, oh, this was one of the things I wanted to like ask about. Are you all for the harem route?
no, that's
You're the monogamy route, man.
yeah. I'm all about that. Just one more waifu, bro.
I respect that. It tears
About
me
that
up
life.
inside that people are just constantly fall into that polygamy trap.
Yeah, and it's
The
like,
harem
why?
route is not the route.
It's like, but why though?
You get. I do think it's funny, in P5
Yeah.
especially, because it's just like Sojiro's like, I had to make this whole like web of lies to get you
Bro,
out of this shit. I'm just
God.
like, and
So, yeah,
also
things-
you don't end up spending time with them.
No, not at all.
So and then Ryuji just comes up and is like, "Hey, yo," on your phone. He's like, "Yo, what's up? I didn't get shit."
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Oh, the sadness. This is just sad."
Rest in peace, bro.
Meanwhile, like, oh fuck, all right, that's a lot of messages. I'll fucking leave that for later. Yeah, my social links are talking to me. IRL.
Oh yeah. Phone's blowing up.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't even in like because okay. The reason why I asked this because you know it very well, and I think I've repeated the story a million times, but I'm gonna repeat it again because of recording. And the reason I only do the polygamy route, or sorry, the monogamous route, is because P4 fucked it up for me. P4 Golden fucked it up for me when Valentine's Day came around. And I had fucking all of most of the females, like, were with the main character. And then you just see them one by one slowly giving chocolate to the main character. And the thing that hit me was when Yosuke was like, "Dude, stop hogging all the girls."
Chase, bro. What the hell?
Also the fact that they made you go one by one to each of them, and just like,
Oh yeah.
and you just like had to explain why you weren't gonna hang out with them for Valentine's Day. You're just like, oh,
Yeah.
they're like, "I trust you, but why can't you hang out with me on Valentine's Day?" I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then P3 was more just like, if you don't have your boys with you, you're fucked.
Straight up. Yeah.
Your boys fucking bail you out super hard. And it was only like 3 girls. So it was whatever.
Mm.
But also, I think it's fine that they have that option. I think it's just funny that they even thought of that.
Oh, as a thing. Yeah.
The "I can't keep my dick in my pants" route.
Yeah, basically, dude.
I know like a lot of people I talk to who play Persona, they go for that route because it's so dumb and funny. I'm like, you know what? At least if you think that way, that's funny.
It's also like a fantasy, like whatever. There's no actual like.
Yeah, but fun fact: if you do that IRL, it almost
fuck you.
always ends the way that it's portrayed in the game, at least in some shape, way, or form. Minus the whole like web of lies to make sure everything's okay.
Mhm.
It mostly damages everything. So
Yeah.
don't do that IRL.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty shitty.
Don't. Hey. Hot take. Don't be a piece of shit.
The fun fact is Persona 4 Golden actually fully convinced me that it's not okay to be a cheater.
Oh really?
It only took me till Persona 4 Golden to realize, hey, maybe the idea of cheating
Maybe
is not
not.
great.
They literally beat the shit out of you in P5.
Yeah.
So. Also, okay, I do like how in Royal they have so then all the girls you didn't bang, you still get a scene with them. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
pretty cool.
I think yeah, they all like walk up to you and say, "Hey, here's some friendship chocolate." I'm like, I respect that. I like that.
Cool.
Because I feel like that's how it is nowadays anyways.
I mean, that's how it always was in Japan, I think.
Where it's just like it's not really about
It's
giving
not.
it's not like
it's
giving
about-
it's not giving chocolate to the person you love. It's more just giving chocolate to the people you care about. And I
then
think
there's different tiers of chocolate.
yeah, and I think that's also true to an extent here because like a lot of the times I'll like my sister will be like, "Hey, you want some chocolate? Happy Valentine's Day." I'm like, "Hey, thanks." And it's more just like, "Yo, here, I care about you." You know? It's just like it's just like a symbol of like respect and like you're willing to
thanks.
I like you. You know, you're a good person. You're important to me.
Yeah.
Keep at it. Like there's like not much else to it. And I've given like Valentine's gifts to like people and shit before. A lot of the times I'll probably just give chocolate to people, just cause whatever. But I respect that they went that route, because it's just like each of the girls in game went one by one, and they're like, here's some chocolate, enjoy.
I like it was only if you're like, I think it's only if you max them out too.
Yeah.
So, like, you know your close friends.
Yeah, because it's like, because it makes sense. It just, to me, it just makes sense. That's what you would do for a close friend.
It's great. It's pretty great.
Yeah. So we are approaching the 2-hour mark. Do you want to like close it out with the topic? We'll get one final topic in there.
What else is?
We're super prepared for this.
I am the most prepared.
Even though we literally talked about this on Friday, like 2 days ago, we like established that we were gonna do this. This whole thing is hella like last minute. But we got nothing better to do. At least for me. I don't really have anything going on today.
Like, yeah, I mean, just also there's nothing. Our lives anyway, so. Yeah.
I mean, actually, once this whole fucking pandemic's over, I feel like one of the first things I want to do is like I want to just get a bunch of people together and go out to eat. Nothing special. Just go out to eat and be like, I haven't seen you in months.
Yeah.
Let's just chill out at a spot, chill at a restaurant, and just have a nice like lunch together and just chat, like something like that.
Also, like, good luck finding a place where lockdown's been lifted, because everybody's
gonna be doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it's a good fucking luck. Honestly, like, it's better to just like hang out at someone's house or something.
Yeah, hang out at somebody's house and just order food.
Yeah,
and just be like,
it's like a better option.
Definitely should do that once this pandemic's over.
Mm.
I just want to like hang out with people like normal again. I miss that.
Oh yeah. I want to play fighting games. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Exactly. I would not mind just sitting down with my fight stick. Just like...
Dude, I am so down to just pull out the fucking and play P4AU.
Oh god.
And I want to learn how. I want to like get used to my stick too. So I'm like, I want to do that.
Definitely. You got the same one as I did, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I need to like. I want to like redesign. I want to actually put like a proper thing on it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna open it, clean it up, get rid of the buttons, and just like properly add a design to it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I also need to figure out. I need to like get like a digital print first. I need to make like an image and then get it printed digitally.
I also have to like measure your stick to get things to make sure it like.
Yeah, get the specifications and shit right.
Yeah.
Either I do that or just do like a collage of images on a big fucking thing and then just cut out the holes manually. Just so that's like the lazy way to do it.
I'm going to do that when I get like a bigger stick, because this was kind of small, you know.
It is like if it's the same one that I have,
which is nice.
Yeah. It's fine. I mean, it's $100. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Like, also like the buttons are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I mean, if I wanted to change anything on it, I'd probably just change the gate on mine.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
But I got used to the four-way gate, so I'm okay with it now. Like, I don't feel like I need to change it.
Sorry, I'm also eating cake. The other thing, though,
you can fucking having your cake and eating it too.
Hell yeah, dude. Do you prefer square gate or diamond gate?
I mean, at this point,
because the one we have is square gate.
Is a square gate?
Square gate, yeah.
I mean, for me, I've gotten used to the square gate, so I don't really feel I need to change it.
I prefer 8 gate personally.
Yeah, here's the thing though, I haven't used an 8 gate, or I don't remember using an 8 gate when I play games at like arcades way back, so I don't remember if I used them.
Square gates are for crazy people though.
That's like, why not just replace it with an analog stick? Yeah. It might be like just as effective.
Yeah, alright.
Also, do you prefer the bat top or the circle top?
Circle top.
Yeah, I think I'm more circle top because I like to like I cup it. So I have I have like two fingers on the outside, and then like I kind of hold it like a wine glass, and like that's how I play.
That's my style.
And then like when I want to do like, oh fuck, I'm still not good at instant air dashes.
Oh, IED.
IED back is hard. IED forward is not that bad.
Yeah.
And I'm talking from left to right. Like IED back from like going on the right side is fucking nuts for me because I have to like I use like my thumb and then my index finger, but it's like completely away from the stick. So when I do it, I have to like fucking fumble my hands around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's rough.
But like fucking IED forward on the left side is just easy. Just like thumb and then push forward. It's just getting the positioning of your thumb to make sure it goes exactly diagonal is difficult for me.
Here we are talking about fighting games in our Persona.
They're Persona fighting games.
That's true. Two of them. Oh man, I want PS5.
I know. I want it so bad.
I don't think it's gonna happen at this point, but I want it. I fucking want that.
We'd sooner get like. I mean, I'd be down to try out the Mosu game.
Oh, apparently it's like actually it's also legit too, which is nice.
No, it looks pretty good. Like I've seen gameplay for it, and I'm like, okay, it's not just a Mosu game.
Yeah,
it's got fusion. It's got like.
It's a Persona game with different gameplay.
And you can like capture Persona, or you can capture personas in quotation marks.
Yeah.
So it's got that stuff. So I'm glad. It's just instead of 3 or 5 enemies, you got 500.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. A minor difference. Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. I respect that. I respect that. I just wonder how like the summoning works, and do you just do like AoE attacks with your persona and shit? Because I saw a bit of gameplay, but I mostly saw like the shit that I would be interested in.
Yeah. Also, the new character looks fucking. I think his name is Wolf or some shit. He looks coolish. He looks cool.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, if it comes to the West.
Yeah, still no date. So great, cool, all right.
Wait, is it coming for PS4 and Switch?
I want to say so, but
I honestly, I really hope that the survey they did, they take into account like the actual numbers that people. I hope people put like, just put Persona on everything.
Yeah.
Because at this point,
SMT period on anything. Dude.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay with SMT being a Nintendo thing. That's fine, because it's not as popular. It's not as big as Persona. I think it's always just kind of like been okay at Nintendo. But like, I can see why people would want SMT. But I would rather have a bunch of ports of the older games on everything.
Yeah.
Because I'd be so down to play fucking Nocturne on the Switch.
Oh, that'd be fucking great.
That'd be great. And even the digital, just even putting Digital Devil Saga and shit like that on some popular platforms.
The one nobody knows.
But they're good games.
Yeah, it's actually legit.
And I feel like that'd do wonders to help people like get into SMT games.
Into the series. Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe remaster Nocturne. Or completely remake Nocturne, one of those two.
Yeah.
Because Nocturne is definitely the most popular one.
Yeah, people fucking love Nocturne.
And then we can get new memes of featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh, that's probably why it might be a licensing nightmare, because Dante is in it too.
Yeah, but they would do the other version, the Maniacs one, where it has Raido.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they could just do that instead.
Also, Raido would be sick.
Fuck, he's so cool. Why? He's like the coolest dude to exist.
Yeah, he's so fucking. Every cameo I've seen of Raido is just nice. Why is sick?
Why is he so cool?
He's a generation of people just called Raido Kuzunoha.
Yeah.
And they all have a cat. that's just super self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, and it's not even an RPG. It's an action game with RPG elements.
Ah, dude.
You have gun and sword. That's all you need. Plus maybe
Go.
a demon with you.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I guess. Who cares?
Oh man, that was great. That was great. This discussion was great. Persona's great. We recommend Persona.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, yeah, we kind of like this series a little bit. We recommend it.
Just a little bit, you know.
If you're a fan of RPGs, fucking play that shit. It's pretty dope.
Yep.
Allegedly, so I've heard.
Nah, like in actuality though, one of the main reasons I like Persona is because it's just right game, right time.
Yeah.
You know. I feel like
That was me with P3. Came at the right time.
I feel like everybody has those though, you know? It's like the one game they played at the right time in their life and it just stuck with them.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think that's all we got. We've kind of like exhausted the shit out of this series.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we did okay. 2 hours.
I think so, yeah.
2 hours.
Girthy, you know.
Girthy, thick, with 3 C's.
Girthy talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So now we're gonna do our own thing. So thanks for listening to this.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed our dumb bullshit tangents.
Hope you enjoy it. You know.
Yeah. Bye.
Be safe out there.